Hello, my nieces, nephews, and nibblings out there. I know you're not really seeing as much of me as you normally would, but I'm having a flare. It's day 3. Holding the phone up in front of me is just not really gonna happen. So you get my nose. Look at my nose. Ooh, look at my nose. Oh, there you go. Okay, so let's get into it. I wanted to talk today about how pet owning is not a luxury, it's a utility for some people, and we need to treat it as such. It's really difficult these days if you have pets, especially larger dogs, to be able to find good places to rent. If you're unable to purchase your own home, you might not be able to have certain kinds of dogs. And I can tell you right now that there is nothing in my household that is more helpful to my mental health and physical health than my dogs. The cats come close. The dogs, really though, are essential. If I didn't have the dogs, there's this would I couldn't live here by myself. That just wouldn't happen. I would be devastated, depressed, lonely, and that's just the beginning. You know, they're the ones who, when I'm feeling really awful and I just don't want to get out of bed in the morning, they're the ones who look at me with those cute little puppy eyes like, Mommy, I really need to go outside and go potty. And that motivates me to get up when almost nothing else would. Or the cats. Well, meow, it's time for our breakfast, or Millie comes and get me every night and tell me it's time for a catnip. It's so cute. But, like, they give me not just emotional support, but they give me something to care about outside of myself. They give me purpose. And I literally couldn't live without them. I couldn't. And, they're helpful to me in ways like, neither one of them is trained to be an emotional support dog or a service dog in any way. Casey is a retired hunting dog, and Kimmy has always just been my companion. But I've always tried to train her to be helpful if she can in certain ways. She's not like she can't go get stuff for me, but she knows how to do certain things that can help me out. Um, every night, or more than every night, and usually every day, multiple times a day, I do what I call dog stretches, where I bend over and hold a sort of inverted position and pet the dogs. And like, it's helpful because you don't feel like you're gonna fall over. You've got the dog in front of you. And or underneath of you. She likes to crawl in between my legs and get a big hug while I'm doing my dog stretches. And Casey too. They just, they help me in so many ways. They keep me active. They give me, today I was sleeping when the lawn guy came to mow the lawn, and Kimmy woke me up and told me he was here so I could go pay him. I mean, she didn't know that's what she was doing, but that's what she did. She's like, hey, something's going on, you need to know. And she wakes me up, and I take care of it. Like, she is very, very helpful to me. And Casey is just always with me. He is so cuddly. And anytime that I'm feeling like sad, or anytime that I'm just like I'm stressed and I need to do something with my hands, I can just pet him. And he is always down for that. And I don't know. It's just, I couldn't live without them. And yet, so many people in this country, really can't afford to have them. Vet care is expensive. Getting dogs is expensive. You know, when I was a kid, I remember, you just find stray dogs or go to the pound and get one for nothing, next to nothing. These days, even rescues, even the pound wants like $100, like uh, or it did when I got Kimmy. That's how much I had to pay to get her, and that was something. But and that was 2015. So now, if you look up any rescues around here in Florida, they're all at least 275, 300 just for rescues, you know, which isn't necessarily unreasonable, but it's hard to get a dog. It's expensive. That care is expensive. There's all sorts of like licensure requests for different cities and breeds that are not allowed certain places and all this. And it's just, if you are a pet owner, society can be a little bit hostile towards you. And if you have money, you can kind of get around that hostility easily enough. You can get some expensive little frou-frou dog you can put in a purse and you can take it anywhere, basically. you know but if you're out here in the real world, and if you want a dog that is actually like large and dog sized, it can be challenging to find housing, to travel, with your dog. And I just think that we need to be more understanding of the fact that for some people, pets are just not necessary for how they live their life. They're much better off without a pet. And they don't want, it doesn't having a pet doesn't move them the way it does me. And that's great, like it's good that people are different and live their lives different ways. But we also need to recognize the fact that there are people who having pets is a need, not just some luxury, for their emotional well-being, for, their physical well-being. There's a lot of reasons why people need pets. And I just wish that, people who, the larger society, understood that pets are not frivolous. That my emotional relationship with Kimmy especially has helped me undoubtedly through some really tough stuff. She was really essential to me when I had cancer. My spleen was huge. It blew up like 10 times the normal size or something. It was huge. And my whole abdomen was so uncomfortable. And she used to love to lay on my belly when I would sit on a recliner. And she learned how to not do that. She learned how to find ways she could still be with me that didn't hurt me. And this, without words. Casey Bear, are you barking at me? We just went out. Kate, come here. He's so weird. Bobby. Where's Caker? Cake. Come here, bud. There he is. Oh. He don't got no thoughts in that brain of his. He really don't. But he's so important to me, And so, yeah, I think that we as society ought to understand that. So, good boy, Cakey. Good boy. Kim, come here. She's like, no. She's too comfortable. Dogs. They're good for puncturing your ego a little. Well, my nieces and nephews, that's all I wanted to talk to you about today. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care of yourselves. And if you have pets, send me pictures of them. Oh my gosh, I love pictures of pets. Pets are great.